Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. Since this is the first video for the Occult Think Tank channel, I figured a good place to start would be the subject of the occult. What it is and what it is not. First things first. The word occult is derived from the Latin word occultus, which means things that are mysterious, hidden, and very secretive. There are medical aspects of the word occult, like an occult blood test, which is an examination microscopically or by a chemical test of a specimen of feces, urine, or gastric juices to determine the presence of blood not otherwise detectable. Feces are tested when internal bleeding is suspected, but there is no visible evidence of blood in the stool. Another is occult heartworm infection. An infection by Duroflora amnitis in which the circulating microfilaria cannot be detected in the periphery blood by the usual test methods. This is also called dog heartworm. It is a parasitic roundworm that is spread from host to host through the bites of mosquitoes. The most common animals infected with this are obviously dogs, but also cats, wolves, coyotes, foxes, and other animals such as ferrets, sea lions, and even in rare circumstances, humans. It is something that, from the picture of it, they can look like spaghetti. It's really kind of creepy. Next is occult spavin. Occult spavin is a disease that originates within the hock joint and causes typical spavin, lameness, but shows no parable or radiological changes. Occult spavin is the least common of the spavins. This is what happens in horses. And you will see pictures before you of what the spavin looks like in a horse's leg. Next is occult virus. The virus or infectious agent cannot be isolated, but there is a strong circumstantial evidence that it is present. There are also what are termed occult organs, that the hypothalamus and gallbladder are two such organs that we have. They are termed occult organs because they are hidden. It's not occult because of a devil or anything supernatural, but only because the gallbladder and hypothalamus are hidden. The idea of the devil and supernatural and all of that being related to the occult comes in more from the aspect of the Christian influence in our society. Because there are things within Wiccan, pagan, Satanism, various different ideas and belief systems that can be termed occult because the knowledge is kept hidden. That you do have to explore and do your research in order to find out about these things. And in some cases, you have to join a particular group or coven or whatnot in order to really get initiated into what do they believe. It is much like Scientology is another aspect that could be termed occult, because there are things within Scientology that somebody on the outside won't know, but only those that are in the organization and have reached certain levels will have access to certain information. That, by definition, would make it occult. It doesn't mean that it has a damn thing to do with a devil, Satanism, or anything of that nature. The occult simply has nothing to do with a devil, Satanism, or anything mystical, woo-woo, whatnot. It is simply about information that is not right out there for everyone to access. Something else that could be termed occult is what is termed the deep web or the dark web. Because it is hidden or secret, it could be also termed the occult web. That term, so far as I know, hasn't been applied to it, but that would fit because of what it is. This channel will be about going into and exploring things along the lines of the occult. And this is a very broad field, so it's not anything that I can run out of material anytime soon, if ever. But for those that know me from my other channel that I do, the Good and Kinky channel, I am an atheist and an anti-theist. And I think the term that Aaron Ra had used is a pistivist. Basically, I don't believe in faith either. I don't regard faith as being anything. This channel will be specifically about addressing the religion to philosophical type of issues. And this is where I will really dissect Christianity and point out exactly why it is wrong from the standpoint of the Christian's own Bible. I have done interviews with the former director of Jews for Judaism, Mark Powers, and I will be uploading those interviews on this channel as well, because the primary purpose of what I do is education. I want to help everyone learn more about these things, even if you're someone like me that doesn't believe in gods and angels and anything woo-woo. Even though you may not believe it, living in the society we do, especially if you're in the United States, you need to arm yourself with what is actually in the Christian's goddamn Bible, what I call, and a lot of atheists call, a book of fables. You have to arm yourself and know what is there so as to protect yourself from the deception that they will try and use. Because they will make claims that are blatantly false. They may not know they're blatantly false, because they're being told them, they're being spoon-fed them by their church or by whatever idiot is telling them this shit. And they don't take the time to do the research and examine, is what I'm being told true or not, because they're so afraid of their God that they won't question, they won't think, because that means they could be in danger of being tortured in a hell because they didn't think the right thing. These are things I will be addressing on this channel. If you have any questions for me, feel free to contact me at OccultThinkTank@yahoo.com. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Later, people.